안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다. I'm Lou.
안녕하세요. 저는 레안입니다. I'm Lean.
Sorry about the poor lighting, but we're both sitting in very dreary countries. Where it's for me. It's 7:30 in the morning, and it's still dark, and I'm waiting for the light to come in from my window. Okay, so today we are excited. We're going to look at today at both of IU's new releases. So he's doing Shopper first with DPR Ian. Woohoo! I'm very excited about that. But before we do that, we just want to do a quick disclaimer, and we want to properly introduce ourselves to the IU fandom because I don't think you're aware of what we're about. We've done this with all our fandoms, and we also want to give you an idea of how we schedule the IU releases going forward. So, Lean and I, we run a business together. We run Lean and Loo. Okay, so the React channel is just a little branch of Lean and Loo. Our main business, we're screenwriting, we're writing drama, we do children's books, we're starting language books. Lean's doing a coloring book at the moment. We do merch, we do like so much stuff. So like that is our main business. The reaction
Write romance novels. You
and we
missed
write
the main one.
the romance novels, but that's not on our Lean and Loo side. Pretty well, it is kind of because we do romance dramas, but that like is part of like. So we have our own separate passive income businesses, plus we have the Lean and Loo business. So we started the React channel because we just wanted to catch up with each other every few weeks, hang out together, build our friendship, and also have a bit of a friendship with fandoms because we love music and we just want to react to music and really just have an enjoyable Sunday reacting to a whole bunch of stuff. So we react every second Sunday. So yeah, but still, the React channel takes up a lot of our time. When we edit our videos, when we after we film them, we don't just throw them up. It takes about 5 hours per video to do the editing, the subtitles, the tags, the thumbnails, all of that. So we spend about 20 hours a week on the React channel. And because we both have busy lifestyles and also I'm dealing with cancer, so I'm in a stage right now where I have been exhausted after fighting cancer for a year and I don't have much energy level. We are not chasing views like other channels do. So when a new release comes out, if we have the opportunity and the time to react to it immediately, we will do that. But most of the time, we will wait until the Sunday that we react to a new release. So sometimes it means we've just filmed on a Sunday and there's a new release that Wednesday. We'll wait until like a Sunday 2 weeks from then to react to stuff. So you'll see we're different. We're not here for the views, even though we appreciate the views, we appreciate our subscribers. We're here just to enjoy music. So we're not going to get on that hamster wheel of like, we have to react now, we have to do this now, because I just don't have the energy with the cancer. And we both really preoccupied with business. Lean's got books that are being like made into TV series. She's got a full like a whole lot she's doing. So you will get the IU reactions. You just might not get them when you want them. And then the other thing is just a disclaimer that we want to make sure that there's mutual respect for all fandoms on our page. We don't just react to IU. We've added you to the roster, but we have One OK Rock, we have BTS, we have Young Tech, we have The Rose, but we're waiting for new releases and new music from The Rose. But we have other fandoms that we work with, and we've just put IU on the roster. So you guys will be getting one video a week for an IU reaction, maybe one video every 2 weeks if we have a crazy schedule. But usually it's one video a week, so you can look forward to that. And that's usually the schedule of what we do for all our fandoms. If there are weeks we do more, that's great. If there aren't, that's also great. So if you want us to react to an IU song, please post that in an IU video. Like if you've watched an IU video, post below what you want us to react to. We have an app that we use, Milanote, and we add the recommendations and your comments onto our app, and we slowly work through all the requests. So that's how we work with it. But yes, please respect other fandoms. We had briefly, a couple of months ago, had a little fandom war and some insults thrown towards another fandom. We don't want to do that. We're multi-stands and we enjoy listening to music from a load of different artists. So we appreciate you guys also respecting all the other artists. And so far, we've had wonderful experiences with the IU fandom. You guys are so friendly, so helpful in guiding us on our journey. And we want to thank you for that. So there's my TED talk. It's over.
Hope you're paying attention so she doesn't have to say it again.
Yes, that's it. Done. So now you have an idea. Also, if you want to get to know a little bit more about us, we do have a Who Are Lean and Loo video. We have a video about who we are that is in the playlist. So you're more than welcome to go and check it out and understand how crazy and ADHD we are. So
Okay, so for today's video, we're doing an IU one, obviously. We're going to do Shop Out. It's really weird because I recently only introduced Lou to Ian DPR Ian, and then we find out that he's done this with IU. So it's really random timing. And I did not know that they did a thing together, so I'm really interested to see this one.
and it's a new one. I think it was only released last week. So
No, even better. We're new to IU, and you're very new to DPR Ian.
I
So
am.
this is going to be fun. So we're
Yes.
just going to get straight into it then. You ready?
Yes.
There once was a shop. And it wasn't just any shop. It was in fact extraordinary, with even more extraordinary items that never seemed to run out. They say the items had powers that would only unlock to their rightful owners. So you might be wondering, who put those items there? Was it a god? A fairy? Or maybe a thief? Our story begins here, at the midnight auction.
아직도 난 가지고 싶어. Yeah, I want more. I got it more. 설레는 게
Pause.
이렇게나.
So do we have English subtitles firstly?
Yeah, I put them on, then I turned them off. Then I put them on again, and I turned them off. I don't know if you've seen that at the start. I was like, okay, there's English. No, there's not English. Yes, it is English. So yeah, they're on again. But how good does she look with that shade of blonde hair, by the way?
I think she looks so good as a blonde. I actually was thinking that, I think last night I was on Twitter or something and I saw her flash up with a blonde, like she'd done some kind of photo shoot and I was like, damn, she's good in blonde hair. She's gorgeous with blonde
She's
hair.
got one of those faces that completely changes depending on her hair and makeup.
She does. Also, I like to say that this MV is so intriguing already because as a storytellers, this is right up our alley of having something which is like a movie, a story, a song all put together. I love it.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I love DPR Ian's videos. All his videos are like mini movies, and they're like epic. So I'm really excited about this collaboration.
Me too.
Okay.
하는 걸. 저녁 7시 노을의 팔레트. I need a course, I'll take it course. 가슴 터질 듯 내 이름을 외치는 목소리. It's more than love. 빼곡히 적은 wishlist 빠짐없이 가질 때까지. What you want, no better who cause you were free. 설명할 필요 없어. 나 그때와는 다른 걸 원해. Let's go. Tell me 어떠지만 끝났지만.
This is a really upbeat, happy song. Not what I was expecting at all.
It is. And it's like addictive. Like I got goosebumps multiple times throughout this. Her voice always gives me goosebumps, but the beat is really strong in this. It's really, as you said, upbeat. And it's like got a lighthearted, like teasing quality to it, which I love. So,
I like that she's sitting in her upper range again. She always sounds way more angelic when she sits up in those notes. She sounds like so like pure. But do you not think that sometimes that DPR Ian kind of reminds you of Lee Dong-woo?
Yes, he does
I don't know,
actually.
he gives me that vibe sometimes. I don't know if it's the kind of, like, roles he puts himself in his MVs or if they actually do have similarities in their look. I don't really see it, but he gives me that feeling of Lee Dong-woo sometimes.
He does. He does. I like that also. Like you can see the minute he's on screen, you can see how artistic and creative he is straight away. So it
Mhm.
just like seeps out of him. So
I tell you, he's fast creeping up my, like, bands that I love forever list.
yeah, he's amazing. Also, I love that she plays in all her roles a little bit of a rebel.
Yeah, her
So
she's our sassy queen.
I know
It
I love
comes through in everything. She's our classy sassy queen. She's
it.
like
She is.
low-key sassy.
she is.
Okay, ready?
yeah.
Oh, look around. 시간은 time 빨리 가자. Oh, oh, oh. Shine all day. Breathe hands free.
She's so cute.
That was my hairdo as a teenager. I'm not even joking. It was just a different color.
마지막 소절 소의 첫 모금.
Oh, I love
See
this
that
song.
scene there? That just gave me the vibes of that Louise and what's her face that drive off the
Oh,
cliff?
Thelma and
Thelma and
Louise.
Louise. I just got that feeling. I'm like, they better not be driving off any cliffs in this video.
Ian and are you? yeah,
I mean, I'd
exactly.
expect it from DPR Ian. Some kind of dark twist. Okay.
I just want to say
Oh, sorry. You always
that
pause and then
was
speak.
it's my fault. It's the ADHD in me. I just want to say that I like love the song so much. Like I'm listening to the beat of the song, and what I can get from it kind of so far is that she's encouraging you to go chase maybe your dreams, and
Mhm.
like to find yourself in like just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go and find what you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be in life so far. That's what I can get from it. So
I think there was also a little bit earlier on about loving yourself no matter what. There was a line about liking him even though people think he's a freak.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
I only just caught it briefly because I was watching the MV, but I think it's also about loving people for who they are and just like accepting all flaws. But I only
Yeah.
got that like a wee brief bit.
Yeah. I kind of started getting a little bit of that as well. So
Okay.
okay.
승리를 앞둔 마음이 달릴 땐 떼는 소리 내게는 없어 plan B 모조리 내 것이 될 때까지 적당히로는 안돼 나 훨씬 더 대담한 걸 원해 원해 Let's go Tell me 어떠질 만큼 더 채워 oh, oh. Look around 시간은 달마다 빨리 가죠 미쳐보지 않아 필요 없는 건 없어 For my victory
You know what this song is? When you were younger and you were getting ready to go out with your friends and you would all be in the house together getting ready, putting your makeup on and have a wee glass of something and the music would be playing. It would be a song exactly like this.
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
one of those feel good, get in the mood. Everybody loves everybody. Like it's one of them songs.
yes. That is actually exactly what that reminds me of.
It does.
Um,
I was sitting there thinking this would so be me sitting on my living room floor with my mirror propped up against the couch, putting on my makeup while my friends were all dancing with their glasses of, well, we weren't really wine drinkers. It was some pink bubbly thing that we got. It would be something alcoholic.
well, that's the thing. Is like it reminds me of friendship. The song of supporting everybody else's dreams and like chasing adventure in your life and not being afraid and, propping each other up. It does remind me of, especially of that era in life where you're not afraid of anything either. You just go out and, chase
That
whatever you need
era
to.
when the most important people to you were your friends,
Yeah,
and you had the friend code, and it was about building each other up and just being fearless together.
exactly.
On
No,
a
I
side
agree.
note, can I just say DPR Ian is looking pretty fine in this video? Like, it's a far cry from the videos I've been showing you of him, like, more related to his own stuff, and he's very, like, CEO, no, in fact, romance main lead K-drama worthy in this MV, can I just say?
So when Lean starts crushing on someone, we're going to eventually hear a word. She's going to be like, "Oh, he's so squishy," and then when she says that, you know that she's standing there.
Yeah, sorry, squishy is reserved for Taka. DPR Ian is fan, okay? He's fan.
He's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Even your jealousy 나 이제껏 모르던 세상을 욕심내볼래 Let's go Turn me 흩어질 만큼 더 차워
Pause for a second.
oh.
I don't know. I need to go back and look, but in the first scene where they're picking up objects in the shop,
Mhm.
those are the objects she has with her, I think. Like the binoculars and maybe the baseball bat. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But it feels like she's taken the stuff from the shop and she's taken them on her journey with her. And
I
she's
thought
used
they
them
were
in
the
some
ones
way.
who made the shop. I thought part of that little when they stopped outside that shack and it showed that rundown thing and then it flickered for a second and what it could be, the little shop
Yeah.
place. I thought they were the creators of the shop.
Could be. It could be the same as like creating your own dreams in a way.
So in a way,
Maybe.
she's like the dream witch. She's the fairy that's going to put the items in the shop for future people to find and help them on their journey. That's what I was getting from it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. That's what I was trying to put into words. I think that this also
And
seems like her style in this is very, what's the word? Is it not just eccentric, like Willy Wonka-ish
it
sometimes.
reminds me of oh, what is that singer's name? There is a singer, she's Western, who does this kind of candy feel. It's kind of like Victorian doll meets candy. I cannot think of her name. I will put it on screen when I remember, but it's very this.
Harley
Different
Qu-
kind of
Har-
music.
Harley
Oh, you
Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
She's too like wee for I use way nicer.
She is. She's maybe low-key Harley Quinn.
But it is kind of though with the baseball bat and the kind of it's like the vintage circus theme going on in this scene, which is very
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, I suppose.
Yeah, it's got that like that old school. That's what like I'm picking up there on the styling of this MV as well. It's like it's not Willy Wonka. Is it Willy Wonka? I'm thinking of like that's that like circus movie. It's got that feel to it as well. Kind of like
The
that.
Greatest Showman on Earth
Well,
or
kind
Greatest
of,
Showman or
yeah.
whatever
Kind of
it's
like
called.
that. Yeah, that's got
No,
like that
it's you know
feel.
it's like Christina Aguilera's song that she wrote about her dad that's set in a circus. It's
Ah,
like a vintage
yes.
circus.
Yeah, it has that feel to it as well. So I don't
Only
know. I
more
like it too.
candy colours and like cutesy and fluffy.
Yeah, it's a little more floofy.
Fluffy. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Look around 시간은 잘마다 빨리 가죠 oh, oh, oh. Shout out.
So see the shop all day reference. It kind of, I don't know if I'm misinterpreting it. It's like take what you need as you need it on your journey. Like
Yeah.
the item, it's like a metaphor for
Yeah.
like whatever you need in life, what is stopping you, just take it. If you need it, take it and then go on your journey kind of thing.
Yeah, I
Like
think
what is
so.
you back?
Li-
Nothing. Just take
like equip yourself with the right tools, I guess, in
Yeah,
a way. Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say, but I didn't know how to say it.
No, you said it
Sometimes for
perfectly.
authors, words evade us.
We're really bad at that. So we're not like the Instagram authors that you see, the perfect authors. We're like the stumbling, fudging.
When you see those memes of authors in onesies eating day-old food and hadn't showered for 2 days while they're working on a book and literally lives in a mess, that's us.
It's us.
We're them. I go outside in my onesie in the street in front of my neighbours and walk my dog and everything. So yeah, that is us.
Yes, totally yes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Make your own 까칠하지 않은 것처럼 이 샵은 닫지 않을 영원히
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Oh,
They say
Hey,
the
stop for a
items have
second.
powers.
yeah.
This beat that has it reminds me of a song from like, was it Madonna from the 90s?
Oh, maybe from her True Blue album.
Yeah. What is that song? Oh God, the beat
Can't
reminds me
think
so
what
much
one
of
it
like,
is, but I get that feeling it's from that album.
yeah, I have like it's not like, and it was it? It could be Tiffany from the 90s.
Oh, I think we're alone now.
No,
Do, do, do,
doesn't
do,
seem to
do,
be.
do, 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 do. Yeah, that one. That
I
one.
think we're alone now.
It's
It's got like
Tiffany.
a little bit of a beat to it. Yeah.
Yeah. See that very last lines of that song though? It kind of just reinforced that she is the owner of the shop. She's the witch that puts the things there. So in a way, she's saying, "I'll always be here. I'll always be here to help you, guide you, and like further you on your journey." She's just
Yeah.
such a nice person.
She is. She is. Like, especially when we found out that like she puts pictures of missing kids at the end of her MV sometimes and like tries to help as much socially as she can. And like I like that message that she has. I think that's one of the reasons why I also love BTS is because they're always sending good messages like this, talking about like being there to guide and help as much as possible. I love musicians and artists that do that. I think like a lot of the artists we're reacting to do have that mindset because we kind of prefer that. We like a bit of like depth to an artist we react to, and I think IU very much falls into that category. So
It's usually artists that have had their own tough journey, people that have really experienced hardship and tough times and like the lowest of the lows. They're the people that genuinely seem to always want to give it back later. And
yeah,
that's what keeps them humble. So I'm guessing IU obviously had a very difficult journey to this
yeah,
point of her life because it comes through in
yeah.
everything that she does.
It does. She's amazing. Every single I haven't been let down once by any of her like her songs we've listened to so far. Like
She's got such happy music.
she does. She
It's like
does.
good mood music.
From what I can understand, she has happy mood music and then she also does ballads. So like I don't think we've heard a ballad from her yet.
Well, the Love Wins always kind
Oh, it's
of
kind of like a ballad.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So,
not but even though that the MV for that is like sad, the actual song and the lyrics itself was not.
yeah.
It was all
Yeah.
about love and love overcoming. It was a nice song.
It
Like,
was.
it wasn't depressive or, like, tragic like the MV was. But the MV, when you actually look at the message, though, that wasn't really tragic because they fly free in the end, they're free.
Yeah,
But,
that's
yeah, I
true.
think she has, like, a sense of, like, hope in all of her songs, even if sometimes it's not obvious. I think she
Yeah.
must be a very optimistic, hopeful person that just
Yeah.
looks to strive on going on and getting better and walking forward.
Yeah, she also like she wants to make things better in the world or with like people that follow her. She wants to give good messages, which I love. So
Yeah. Right, we should watch the end of these and then come back to this because I don't know how much of these end credits there are. You ready?
okay, yes.
She looks like the kind of person that gets on with people.
She does. Oh, I love that. That was really cool. That's such a happy song.
I know from the DPR fandom, when we did our DPR Ian reaction just the other day, said that he really struggles to keep friends because of his issues. He's DID and is bipolar. So it's really nice to see him in something happy and upbeat with someone like IU who seems to be genuinely nice. Like, she
Yeah.
seems very comfortable with him too. So,
Yeah.
like, also, when there's little lyrics in there about people thinking you're a freak, it made me wonder how much of that was to do with the fact he struggles with his mental health and struggles with like loving himself sometimes because of his issues. Like,
Yeah.
it just seemed multi-layered at that point of the song.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also like the fact that she's collaborating a lot with different artists in Korea in her newer album now. I think, like, especially when, like, there's always this thing when a male idol and a female idol collaborate with each other. Sometimes you get nastiness in fandoms, but like, I think because she's just so well respected and the artists and musicians she's like working with are so well respected that it's just a really nice, like, comforting, warm, happy thing to see, you know? So,
Hmm. I liked it. It was very. I was not expecting that. I was expecting something darker and edgier, but then DPR Ian was only in the MV, didn't actually sing any of it, so that kind of makes sense. It was like her Love Wins All. V was only in the MV, so it
yeah,
was like an IU song. But I liked it. I would
I
definitely
do
add
too.
that to a playlist.
I do. I kind of want to go back as well and check that the last one that I listened to, what is it? BB's, like my brain.
BB.
I want to have that as well, like add that to my Spotify because it wasn't on Spotify yet, but I think it might be now. So I'm like excited about that. So that
See,
was
this is
cool.
why YouTube has its perks, girl. My playlists are all on YouTube.
I have been listening to it on YouTube, so that's what I have been doing. So it's really cool. I love this. This is a really fun song. I really
I
enjoyed
like
that.
it. It just solidifies still that IU is our classy, sassy queen, and
She
we love
is.
her.
We have, and we want to say thank you again to our IU fandom to that I was introducing us slowly to all her stuff. We are going to watch a documentary probably the next time we do a reaction in a couple of Sundays. For now, we wanted to first react to her new stuff, and then we're going to go back, look at a documentary, and then start the huge discography that she has. So we're in no rush on this channel. We're
No,
just enjoying
we take
ourselves.
things slow and easy at our own pace, and
Yeah,
then it keeps us happy.
it
So
does.
yeah, that was IU with Shopper. So we'll catch you in the next IU video. Hope you liked it as much as we did. Leave us a comment below telling us what you thought of the song and what you thought of the MV.
Yeah, we'd like to hear different interpretations of the meaning as well, which would be great. So
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
Bye, annyeong.
Bye.